So, today you guys are going to start a video game song contest. Now, not everybody has to enter the contest, but you do have to create a song, and I am going to grade it. It's going to take 2 or 3 classes to finish this. So, at the end of each class, I want you to pass in a draft of your song below. And please don't post it anywhere because we're going to put the songs up and nobody will know who they are. We're going to kind of vote on the best ones between all the 7th and 8th graders. Um, so the first thing you need to know is about the grading. So you must start out with a brand new song. You can check out my video game song below, but you can't use that as a template. If you do, you'll fail, and I'll make you redo it. But I have the template right here. So you can listen to it and look at different effects that I did, or melodies, or drums, effects that I had throughout the song to give you some ideas. And also look at some of the sounds I used for different instruments. The next thing is your melody has to use the normal happy face or the normal sad face scale. Because those are the scales that they use on the radio and music and in video games. So you can do that right here. You got normal happy face and normal sad face. So that's the first thing you should do when you start your song. The next thing is your melody has to have a contour or shape that starts on the brown notes. That's really important. So if you notice, my melody starts on the brown notes because that's the key of the song. You can even see my pads will start on the brown notes too. And then I have a couple bass parts that start on the brown notes. Has some different rhythms. The other requirement is you have to have at least 3 instruments. So in my song, I have a melody in the blue, and then I have a yellow pad instrument that usually holds notes and does harmony. And then I have a bass part right here. And then I also have a drum part. Now you also have to have your song arranged. So if you notice, my song starts out with the blue melody and the drums together. And then after 4 blocks, I change it and add up some different instruments and some parts in the drums. So that's something you have to do when you're arranging. People get really bored if you don't change things every 4 blocks. Just like somebody who's watching your YouTube video at home is going to get really bored if it doesn't change up and it's too long with the same things over and over again. They're going to change the channel. So that if you notice, one little cool part in my template I sent you is a little breakdown section. So this is a part where I just have the melody alone. You don't have to do the melody. You could have it just be a drum break. It could be a pad break. I chose the melody because I wanted to kind of stand out. And then you can have the instruments come back in. And then you can have a little outro at the end. You can listen to how I arranged it. So if you don't have instruments coming in and out, that's something I'm going to grade. The last thing is your song has to be at least 16 blocks long. You can make it longer. I'm not sure how to do that yet. But it has to be at least 16 bars long. Okay? And if you notice, I want to show you how I did something with the melody here. Is I created a little variation on the melody so you don't get too bored with it. So how I did that is I created my first melody, and then I copied this pattern. And how you do that is you go up to Edit, and you go to Copy Pattern. And once you copy it, you can go to another block that's empty, and then you can paste the pattern notes. And let me put my original one here. So they're identical right now. But then what I can do is I can alternate the end a little bit to do something different. So if you listen to it, I'm creating like a little variation so the listener doesn't get as bored. And that sounded really bad, that variation, so I'd probably change the notes. But that just gives you an idea of what you can do. If you have any questions, oh yeah, at the end of each class, make sure you copy and paste your song and put it down here so you can pass in your draft. If you have any questions, let me know and have some fun.